Hey guys, what's going on? It's Devon Satisfactory Reports. Great to see you guys here. So guys, let's talk. After all the months, after the biggest drought in one of sports history, Cleveland has finally won an NBA championship. And LeBron kept his promise. When he said he was coming home over 2 years ago, he said that this was what he wanted. This is why he came back. And he delivered a year after losing to Golden State. And it was just a phenomenal game. Game 7, always a pleasure to see. Hate it if you're a player, but it was just an amazing game. There were over 22 lead changes. It was that close. 22 lead changes and 11 ties. This was a really close game, and neither team really pulled away from each other the whole game. Now, Draymond Green early set the tone for Golden State, while Steph Curry and Klay Thompson were having a bit of struggling a little bit in that first half. Draymond Green had 25 points in the first half, while the Cleveland somehow stuck around and stayed in the game. Now, Draymond Green did finish with 32 points, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists, almost a triple-double. But on the Warriors side, Steph Curry, 3 games in a row, just absolutely letting his team down. Another disappointing performance from him. In this game, it was 6 of 19, 4 of 14 from downtown, and just 17 points. And he had 4 turnovers to 2 assists. Again, more turnovers than assists. He's not played well in the whole finals, and I think Cleveland did a great job defending him, which really, we never see this from Steph Curry. Steph Curry does not really have a lot of back-to-back bad games. He always responds. But as you saw in the Oklahoma series, Oklahoma sort of figured him out, and they kind of did the same thing to Steph Curry. But Cleveland, they went small. They made sure to make Steph work on the defensive end and on offense, and it paid off perfectly. Klay Thompson, another person that struggled here, 6 of 17, 2 of 10 from downtown, only 20%, and he put up 14 points. So he was also disappointing. Draymond Green really carried this team almost to the championship in Game 7 itself, and it would have been a great story if Draymond Green actually did win, because he definitely would have been Finals MVP this year. But Draymond needed help, and it was really disappointing to see that he did not get that help from anybody. Again, Harrison Barnes, he's been struggling also in the NBA Finals. 3 of 10 from the field. 10 points. Nobody helped out Draymond this game, and that is why Cleveland won. Now let's get to the NBA champions, shall we? LeBron James, another triple-double, back-to-back triple-doubles, 27 points, 11 assists, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. He led every category of his team and the other team. That's phenomenal. And of course, LeBron James was also the Finals MVP. Nothing out of the ordinary. He almost averaged a triple-double the whole Finals. I believe it was 27 points, 11 rebounds, and 8.5 assists. So it was almost a triple-double average in the Finals. And he joins Jerry West and James Worthy as one of the only other people in Game 7 history to have a triple-double. Just another reason to say LeBron James is one of the best. He came through when it mattered the most. A lot of people are not going to remember this, but he did have the vintage LeBron James chase down block at the end of the game where he got Andre Iguodala. Now, if that went in, that could have been a game changer, because at that point, nobody was hitting their shots. I think from 350 on, it was only Kyrie Irving 3, which we'll get to at the end. Nobody was making shots. Everybody was trying to put away that dagger so early in the fourth quarter, but nobody was hitting it. And Andre Iguodala got open for a layup, but LeBron James chased him down and stopped it. That could have been game-changing if that went in. And guys, it was just crazy. But let's get to the hero of Game 7, which is Kyrie Irving. Like I just said, nobody was hitting shots from 350 on. Steph Curry was cold. LeBron James missed 3 or 4 post shots. Kevin Love missed a 3. And look who was there. Kyrie Irving. 3 straight games in a row. One of the better performances I've ever seen from Kyrie Irving. Because it wasn't him trying to take over, and it was just in stride. And LeBron James let it happen. And LeBron James put faith into Kyrie. And Kyrie hit that 3 with 15 seconds remaining, I believe, or 32 seconds remaining. Kyrie Irving hit a 3, a fading 3, mind you, on Steph Curry. When he hit that, I knew it was over because it was perfect. Kyrie Irving was confident. It was cold-blooded, and that's what Kyrie Irving does. He is a phenomenal point guard. Has to work on his defense, but phenomenal point guard and phenomenally clutch as well. Now, Kevin Love, he struggled again from the field, but he had 14 rebounds. Came in quite handy. And, he had 4 offensive rebounds, which is perfect. He gives your team second chance opportunities. So in terms of doing what he had to do, he sort of fulfilled his role. He got rebounds. He didn't get going from the field, but he did get rebounds, which is the right thing to do in this whole situation. Now, overall, this finals was fantastic. I think, especially for guys like J.R. Smith and Richard Jefferson, who's been in the league for so long, but they haven't had a team that can get them there. A guy like J.R. Smith, right? Think about it, a few years ago, he was in the headlines for anything but good reasons. When he went to Cleveland, LeBron James talked to him. All of a sudden, he becomes a more effective player. Yes, he still had some inconsistent times, but overall became a phenomenal player for Cleveland. He kept his head out of the newspapers, and he focused on basketball. And to see him win a championship, it was just phenomenal. It felt great. Okay, at one point he was a 6th man of the year. He had it all, but he didn't have a team that could help him focus and concentrate and say, hey, we have a legitimate chance at winning a ring here. So why don't you, step up and kind of stay out of headlines? Now, Richard Jefferson, obviously, he is set to retire, and what a way to go out. Pictures everywhere of him smoking a cigar and saying he's retiring. That's a crazy way to go. So congratulations to Richard Jefferson. Like I said, another guy in the league that was great wherever he played. Now, obviously, earlier in his career, he was a lot better. But obviously, when you advance in age, you become more of a role player. Kind of do what coach wants you to do and just add veteran experience to a team. And he came through really well for Cleveland, especially in Game 7 and the NBA Finals in particular, because they had to be more mobile against a small team like Golden State when they like to do Draymond at the 5. So it was phenomenal to see. And yeah, guys, one more thing. Tristan Thompson, Canadian boy, Brampton boy. So I got to give Canadians a shout out. Congratulations, dude. Pissed off that you still beat the Raptors. But overall, I'm really happy for him. And Brampton's going to be happy to see the Larry O'Brien Trophy back in Brampton soon, just like Pickering got it for Kojo about 2 years ago. So it was phenomenal. So, guys, that was Game 7. That is it for the NBA. But don't worry, a lot more good NBA content is going to be on this channel. So don't worry, I'm still going to be covering the draft. I'm still going to be doing predictions for the draft. I'm going to be doing free agency alerts and all of that stuff. So make sure to come back, and we're going to have lots of fun. Until then, I will see you soon.